everyone, welcome to Advice to Think Twice. This is Monica, and I'm doing our August mid-monthly readings. This will be for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. As always, just keep an open mind, take what resonates. As it resonates with you, be sure to watch all your signs. I am running a limited time special. If you're interested in that, all the information is in the description box below. And thank you in advance for liking, sharing, for commenting, and subscribing. It helps me and the channel, so thank you for doing that. Okay, now this is the Classic Tarot by Llewellyn. I don't actually have the box. I don't think it had a box. I bought boxes for all the decks that I don't have boxes for. So I can't show you the box, but it's the Classic Tarot by Llewellyn, or the Classic Llewellyn Tarot. Okay, what's going on for Page of Swords? What's going on for Sagittarius for the rest of August 2021? What's going on for Sagittarius for the rest of August 2021? Sagittarius. There we go. 8 of Cups, Page of Swords, 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups, 9 of Wands, Death, 10 of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Ace of Cups. What's going on? Okay, bottom of the deck, the 3 of Cups. 4 of Cups. What is all the cups, Sun? Well, you have very positive energies here. You do have a couple of 10s in the Death card and then an Ace, so that tells me in a progression. Okay, so that tells me you're completing something, you're ending something, to go towards a new beginning. Now for some of you, this will be, you're moving, right? And you're going into a new place, and it's a beautiful, it's like the home of your dreams. For others of you, you're going from one relationship to being single, or one relationship to another. That does come up. And for others of you, I feel like you're also shifting course. It could be to do with career. Going from something that once made you happy, but now you have something that makes you happier. And it's more personal to you, if that makes sense. So maybe a personal business, or a job that's more in line with what you love to do in life and what your natural skills are, if that makes sense. Okay. So, current situation is very interesting, because we have the current situation, we have the 8 of Cups. So the 8 of Cups is an energy where we walk away from these 8 cups because they don't fulfill us. We want our 9th cup because that's our wish fulfillment. And what's crowning you is that 9 of Cups. So you're going away trying to find your 9 of Cups. That's what's on your mind, and that's what you're, pursuing, because you know what it is. I feel like it took you a while to discover what your wish fulfillment is. The challenge with the Page of Swords, you may have to have a difficult conversation, and that's the challenge. The challenge, you could be in a contract currently, so you can't just pick up and leave. You kind of have to work your notice or something along those lines. And so there's a legal aspect to things. Same thing if it's about a house or anything like that. And for those of you, the challenge is you kind of have to pull back. You have to hold back for now. You can only detach emotionally. You have to hold back in terms of actually leaving for now, for a little while. Could be because of a notice period or something like that. The reason for everything is the 10 of Cups. So you have the 9, the 8, the 9, and the 10 of Cups. The reason for everything, either a relationship has run its course and it no longer makes sense to you, you're different, or both of you are different, something along those lines. For those of you, it's the end of the time you had in a home. Okay, so it's not necessarily that you're breaking up with someone and moving out. You have to, you both, all of you, the family has to move out because it's time, or because now you can afford a better place, a bigger place, or to buy your own place kind of thing. Okay. And I'm also seeing, again, for some of you, it's the end of you working with others, or you being surrounded by a lot of people, and you're starting to walk your own path. In the past, we have the Nine of Wands. I feel like what you were a part of, whether it was a commitment of some sort or a contract, it took a lot out of you. It tired you out. It depleted you. But you kept going because it was a good situation at the time, or it was a good opportunity at the time, or you had a contract to fulfill. But it pretty much exhausted you. And that's why you had to detach a little bit emotionally. And it got you to contemplate, is this really what I want for the rest of my life? No, not really. It doesn't make me happy. What makes me happy? This is what makes me happy. And then that kind of, this is what's happening currently for some of you, and for some of you this has already happened, and you're kind of in the phase of tying off loose ends and preparing for the transition. And here's a transition in the near future with the Death card. Now, with this being such a intense energy, and it's a major arcana, for some of you this will be very soon, like within a few days, a week, a couple of weeks, and for others of you it will kind of push into September. But that is, you know, the ending that you were working your way towards, right? For some of you it's the end of the contract. You can work your notice, or you have worked your notice, or you can kind of, I don't know, use your annual holidays, because some people do that, you know what I mean? Because it's like, I just want to get out of here, I don't care. For those of you, this is the move. For those of you, this is the end of a relationship or a friendship even, because you know what you want now, and it's different than what you've been in. Okay? In the position representing you, here you go, 10 of Wands. This is moving. For some of you, or literally picking up your stuff and moving. For others of you, the Death card is you having the conversation and saying, I'm done, whether that's a notice or it's a breakup or a kind of thing, and then you have to move out, or then you have to kind of tie off loose ends, or maybe train someone else before you can leave type energy. It is a big burden for you with the 10 of Wands, but you know you're doing what needs to happen. You know what I mean? Because whatever you were in that wasn't serving you, you kind of kept it going when you should have just let it go. Okay, so this ending with the Death card could have happened earlier, could have happened sooner, but for whatever reason, you just kind of held on to it. No, I'm pushing through, I have to keep going. You know what I mean? And now you're allowing death to happen. You're allowing the natural transition from the 9 to the 10 of Wands. You're releasing. You're ready. You're releasing. In your environment, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So with the Queen of Pentacles in your environment, it could be someone new you're headed towards, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, or it could be, this is also the energy of setting up a place, decorating, buying stuff for it. You know what I mean? But this is also a focus on your own business. With the Queen of Pentacles, you being your own source of abundance and planning it out for the future, because there's an element of planning for the future with this Queen of Pentacles, right? You're planning it out. You're putting together budgets. You're setting it up. You're setting up your business, or you're going mainstream, or you know what I mean? You're like, okay, this is what I'm going to do now. How can I turn this into a lucrative thing long term? Or it could be another job. It could be, but I'm seeing more of this is part of your path. So whether it's your own business, or if you are deciding to work for a different company or going to a different role or different job, it's a lot better suited to you. It comes more naturally to you compared to what you were in. Okay? In your hopes and fears, we have the Queen of Cups. You're very much in tune with your own intuition. You might have had dreams about this, you know, about the transition that you're going through. You're going by what feels right, and you're kind of hoping that that's for the best. But deep down, you know it is. You know what I mean? And in the outcome, we do have this Ace of Cups. The new home, that's the dream home, the dream job, your business, and that's a dream of yours. And you're feeling a lot more at peace compared to this energy that you're leaving behind. You're feeling more at peace, at home, comfortable where you are. And you don't have to worry, because this is something that will bring you a lot of abundance. The Ace of Cups, right? It overflows. It will bring you a lot of abundance. Emotional, financial, how you feel within yourself, self-love. Okay? Alright, so let's do some clarifying here. But it's beautiful, Sagittarius, and I feel like it has been a recurring theme in your readings, if I remember correctly, hasn't it? For you to follow your instincts and follow your own path because you're ready. Maybe it took you a while to realize that you're ready, to feel like you're ready, and you're there. I feel like you're there. You're allowing death to happen. Whereas beforehand, you were fighting it. So let's see. What is this 9 of Wands in your past? What are you leaving behind? 7 of Wands. Yeah, it might have been a very competitive environment. It might have been something where it was go, go, go all the time. It was a lot of pressure. Maybe a lot of competition. You kind of had to fight to get ahead. And it does tire you out. I mean, it's fun for a while, you know what I mean? And, you know, you take it as a challenge and it inspires you and it keeps you going and it gives you that drive and that fire. Awesome. But it gets old and tired real fast, okay? And I feel like you were just, for some of you, what I got was, if I'm going to be under pressure, I want to be because I put myself under pressure, not because, you know, I'm expected to fulfill someone else's quota or expectation or whatever. You know what I mean? If I'm going to be under pressure, it's going to be from me. The 10 of Cups in the foundation. 4 of Swords. Yeah, it's an ending that was postponed. You postponed it and postponed it and postponed it because you weren't ready, or that's what you were telling yourself. I'm not ready, I need this, I need that, I'm not ready, I'm not ready. Maybe I'm exaggerating, maybe I need to think about it more. Because it was something that made you very, very happy at one point. That's this 8 of Cups with the Page of Swords. The Empress, you leveled up. That's what changed. You leveled up. You came into your own power. You found your confidence. You found your strength. You acknowledged your confidence, your wisdom, your ability to create with the Empress. And so there's going to be some changes. It's not even a question. You know what I mean? 9 of Cups crowning you. 8 of Wands. You have big plans and big ideas. And the ability and the capability to achieve every single one. And for those of you that were waiting on communication before you could do this, that's what's coming in. Fast. This Death card in the near future. 3 of Pentacles. Again, for a lot of you, I'm feeling leaving a typical work environment and going at it alone with the Empress, becoming an entrepreneur, okay? Whether you're male or female. The end of working for someone else. The end of feeling like you're always the apprentice. Someone's always watching you and telling you what to do, that kind of thing. Yeah, Queen of Swords. The end of a contract, severing a contract. Also breakup for some of you. It might be because there's too many people involved, whether that is, you know, a different person, or families too involved, or a third party. It doesn't always have to be just another person, you know what I mean? It's just another thing or person or situation that takes away from the relationship. But it's the end of a collaboration, basically. And you are going from the Page of Swords, where you were holding back, you were kind of observing things, understanding things, but you were holding back, to the Queen of Swords, taking that sword and using it. We have a lot of Queens and the Empress here. For some of you, there's pregnancy energy. So if you want that, awesome. If you don't, just be careful. But also, when you get a lot of Queens, there can be a bit of passive energy. And I feel like that's where you have been. You've been in a passive energy, right? And now you're like, no, I can create, I can initiate, and actually I want to. I'm done waiting. I'm done waiting on other people. I'm done, you know, working for other people. I know what I want, and I want to move when I want to move. I want to do what I want to do when I want to do it. I don't want to have to depend on others. I don't want to have to wait for approval. Does that make sense? This Ten of Wands. King of Swords. Yep. You're in charge. You're calling the shots. Definitely working out contracts and working out terms comes up. Whether it's about job or house or setting up a business. This Queen of Pentacles in your environment. Oh, yeah, sorry, I missed that. They were my guides. I was just talking about all the Queens and how there's a bit of a passive energy, and now you're seeing yourself the creator and the initiator, and they gave me a king in the position of you to confirm that. Because the kings are go-getters. The kings are like, okay, I'm done waiting. Going from the queen to the king means I've learned, I've observed, I've contemplated, I've done my quiet manifestation, now I'm going out for it, I'm making it happen, right? And that's exactly what's going on, so that's kind of cool. Right, in your environment, Queen of Pentacles and the Judgment card. The Judgment card shows up when we are heeding our calling, right? You've been hearing your calling for quite some time, but not heeding it, not following it, not allowing it. The Death card. And that's what you're doing now. That's exactly what you're doing now. There's also really good news about money, really good news about a business, or news from Taurus or Capricorn headed your way. Queen of Cups in Hopes and Fears. Another king, King of Wands. Yeah, it's where you go from quiet contemplation and trusting your instincts to trusting your instincts and taking action on them. Not only contemplating, but actually taking action on them. And you are becoming an entrepreneur for a lot of you. You're taking charge. Ace of Cups in the outcome. Yeah, victory, travel, self-sufficient, independent, business owner, manager role. But it's in another king, King of Pentacles. Yeah, you're going from the Queen energy to the King energy. Whether you're male or female, doesn't matter. Because you're ready to manifest. Look at it. 9 of Pentacles, self-sufficient, independent, self-made man or woman, business owner. Or happy and single because I got everything I could possibly want. I don't need you. I don't need anyone else. Maybe I thought I did, but turns out I'm pretty good on my own. Does that make sense? I was brought up to believe you have to grow up, find someone, get married, have kids. But because of what I've gone through and the experiences I've been having, I've come into my own, a better understanding of who I am and what I want. And it turns out it's not that. It's a little different. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm going to go for. Awesome. Just awesome. Okay. And so we have the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. So that just tells me, Queen of Cups in the Chariot, that tells me that if you were in a partnership, and it's not about you wanting to be single, it's about you realizing that you're not happy with this person or the partnership or where it's headed. You realize you want different things, or you have different attitudes to life and things, right? And you're ending this. You could be reaching out to someone from your past, or someone from your past is reaching out to you, and you could rekindle that. You would have to travel, go back and forth a little bit, but it is a good match. Does that make sense? And the love is still very much there. But whatever this is, Sagittarius, you keep it up. Trust yourself. Follow through on what you see you need to do and what you realize you need to do. It is a big change. It is a big transition. It's not always clean. You know, there's loose ties. There's a little bit of mess that you have to deal with in the process of that transition. But the only thing that you can do is be true to yourself. Be fair and be honest. Be upfront. Be true to yourself. You only get one life, right? Or so they say. So you might as well live it for yourself, right? Not for what you were brought up to believe, not for what you were told you had to do. You're finally figuring out what feels right to you, and you're deciding to follow that path. Heed your calling. So that's amazing. And you don't have to worry if you're going to be okay or not. You're going to be more than okay. You're going to be more than okay. Emotionally, financially, within yourself, more than okay, Sagittarius. Okay, so don't even question that. All right? So I hope that makes sense. Let me know. It is an amazing reading. Very, very big transformation here. But see it through, because, I mean, it's amazing. You know what I mean? So I'll leave it there. Watch all your signs. Make the most of the month. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.